Welcome to Lexos. Right now we're looking at the home page for the Lexos environment. These tabs here at the top navigate to each sector of the Lexomics workflow, where subtools are grouped according to their functionality. To start analyzing texts, the user will always begin in the Upload tab, where you will be able to submit files of supported types to the Lexos server. This upload may be done with the Browse tool, or with a simple drag and drop from your File Explorer. Let's jump right into a quick example of how Lexos gives us incredible control over our text. I'll begin by uploading Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. By mousing over to the Manage tab, we can interact with the Lexos File Manager to manually choose which texts we want to work with. Right now, we only have one, so we'll leave this how we found it. The tools in the Prepare category of the upper menu all involve getting your text ready for analysis. These tools allow you to screen and filter your text, cut it into segments based around specific characters, words, and n-grams, and do it all in highly customizable terms. Today, we'll quickly demonstrate Lexos's cut functionality, so you can get a better feel for how a typical Lexos workspace operates. Let's say I want to analyze Frankenstein, but the text as a whole is too large to work with all at once. Let's also say that it would make my life easier as an English scholar if the text were segmented into chunks of a certain size, say groups of 10,000 words. In order to do this, first, we choose to cut by tokens. Input how large our desired text segment is, and click the Preview Cuts button. This will give you a demo of your cuts before committing to them. As you can see here, the text of Frankenstein has been chopped into 8 segments. I'm happy with my cuts, so I click Apply. Now that I've committed to the operation, if we click out of Prepare into Manage, we will see that our new files have been added to the active Lexos workspace. I no longer want to work with the text as a whole, so I will select the original and choose Delete Selected. To reselect the segments of the text, I will now choose Select All. Now that we understand a little bit more about how Lexos controls its active documents, let's look at the workspace management tools in the upper right. The first is the Download Workspace button. This tool is extremely handy for scholars working on long-term projects because it allows you to export a painstakingly customized Lexos workspace as a .lexos file for use at any time. As an example, let's save our Frankenstein workspace. The second tool in the upper right is almost the opposite of the first. It will clear out your workspace entirely, giving you a clean slate to work with. As you can see, Lexos has forgotten about my Frankenstein files. But if we now return to the Upload page and select our previously exported workspace, we can jump right back into our work. Once our text is prepared, Lexos is capable of dissecting and analyzing it in many different ways. Tools in the Visualize menu offer graphical representations of complicated data derived from our text. Lexos's word clouds, bubble visualizations, and rolling window graphical technology set it apart from its competitors and provide visuals that are extremely relevant to literary analysis. The Analytics toolset goes even further, providing in-depth readouts on otherwise hidden attributes of our texts, such as the word count fingerprint and clustering analysis. The dendrograms generated in this category are very useful to scholars trying to determine original authorship of some ancient texts. In future tutorials, we will look at these tools and more, and learn how the Lexos group is working to provide the best possible environment for modern scholarly textual analysis.